Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to Red Devils TV, and I'm finally back after a long break of almost a month, and it was a great break, I'm not gonna lie, and I needed it. So I'm finally back, my friends, and today we're going to talk about Solskjaer's new 3-year contract, which is going to take him to 2024, and Jadon Sancho officially signing for Manchester United, and I just can't believe it because the saga has lasted for so long that it's almost sucked out the joy out of this deal, and all the paperwork, all the contract negotiations, everything is done, and he's officially a Red. He's officially a Manchester United player. So first we are going to start off with the Solskjaer's new contract, and I know there's a lot of controversy regarding this, but I'm going to give you my view, and I think it's okay. I think it's okay because why I think it's okay, because I think they didn't offer a stupid contract like 6 years or 5 years like they offered to David Moyes. I think 3 years is fine. If he fails, okay, then let's sack him. But we have to back him before that. But we have to definitely back him. And the thing is that you cannot let a manager go into his final year of this contract and don't assure him of the future what he's going to have at a club. And for a club like Manchester United, the plan is always long term. We are not Chelsea. We are not Real Madrid. That the vision is always short sighted, and we always want short term success. We are not a club like that. Us and Liverpool are same in approaches of hiring a coach. They want a long term manager who will be a version of a gaffer, original gaffer. Stereotypical gaffer, what people say, English people, fans would agree with me on this, and I think till now Solskjaer has done a great job. I don't think that he has done a better job than Mourinho, but I certainly think that he has steadied the ship, and I think this is more of a cultural rebuild. At least till now, I think it's more of a cultural rebuild, and I think it has to be more than that for Ole to succeed at Manchester United, because I know that he has got back the United DNA. He has got back United playing attacking football. I mean, in some retrospects, and he has got that tradition back where he's going to promote youth players into the first team, and he loves all the players. The players love him, and he's actually keeping the environment non-toxic, which was not under LVG and Mourinho. So I think there are some benefits, but the biggest drawback is that he hasn't won a trophy. He hasn't won a trophy, and actually we are bottling under him a lot. We have bottled in semi-finals, final. We lost the final against Villarreal. We even lost against Leicester in the quarter-final. So we just don't get to seem past the ship. We just can't reach the land. We always get drowned in the sea, and that's the problem we have. We have to get to the land. We have to get. I don't think that we will win the Champions League or the Premier League this season, but I have to win something. I have to win something, because when you win something, that actually triggers that blockage which these players have. This mentality that we are underdogs, we cannot win. See, all those great teams who have dominated actually had won something special. Not something special. It was something special to them, but it was not a major trophy. Like when Sir Alex came to Manchester United, he struggled in his first 3 years, but when they won the 1990 FA Cup and then they won the UEFA Cup in 91, the team got the winning mentality back, and then we signed players like Eric Cantona, Dwight York, Andy Cole, and then the mentality came. Even Ryan Giggs came to the academy, the class of 1992 came from the academy, and that team had a spine. That team had a kind of what I want to say is the leaders they knew that they had to win. They were hungry for trophies, and this is, I think, that this current crop of players lack. But I would definitely say that this is undoubtedly the best squad since Fergie. This has to be the best squad since post Fergie era. It has to be, and I would definitely disagree on those who say otherwise. Because it has to be best team. Just sign Sancho, and we are going to sign Varane. And then we will possibly sign someone like Ruben Diaz, not Ruben Diaz, Ruben Neves, Kamavinga, Goretzka, Rice, NDD. We may sign someone out of those 5 or 6 players. But I think this team is actually molding, but it's up to the manager that how he manages. And am I still convinced that Ole can win us the big trophies? not certainly, but I think he has done a great job, and I think he deserves this contract because see, it's not about trophies. Mikel Arteta has won a trophy, but it doesn't mean that he's a good coach. He may have won a FA Cup, but he's still shit. And Arsenal is still shit as a club. So it doesn't matter always that you win a trophy. We won 3 trophies under Mourinho, but everything everything fell off in the last season. In his last season, the players revolted against him. Key players left. The wrong signings. I mean, wrong signings. We overpaid. We overpaid players like Sanchez, Fred. We overplayed with players, and dead signings like Lee Grant and Diego Dalot happened. So I think Solskjaer's transfer rate, I think it's good. I think it's 80% success rate. I think some signings have flopped, like Donny Van de Beek has definitely flopped, and there's no argument about that. I think he's not. I would say he's not flopped actually, but I think he hasn't played and he hasn't been given the opportunity to express himself as a Manchester United player. So I think this needs to work out. And there are a lot of things that Ole needs to work out, because the Paul Pogba's contract situation is actually worrying me. I think he will run his contract down and leave for free for Paris Saint-Germain, and I think that's actually that's actually disastrous. But I am not I'm not against the thing that we should sell Pogba. I think we should sell Pogba because just as Roy Keane said that players like Eric Cantona, Kasper Schmeichel, David Beckham, Andy Cole, Dwight York left United, but United still survived and dominated. So if a player like Paul Pogba wants to leave, let him leave. United will still survive. It's about how we replace them. That's the thing. And I think we have a replacement in the form of Donny Van de Beek, who is a 40 million signing, getting benched throughout the season, and I saw him, and he was feeling depressed. I think he's saying that why I'm not getting chances. I'm seeing McFred play, who are absolutely shit as a duo, can't do anything, and I am actually sticking to the bench. So I can feel him. I can feel his pain. I can feel his unthought. But I think Ole definitely needs to give him some chances. At least use him as a rotator player. Use him as a rotation player. But at least give him the players. Give him the players to play with and give him the chances, man. At City, at Chelsea, rotation players get at least 25 to 30 games. And they can even get more than. So I think it's on, and the harsh truth is that if we want to win trophies, we want to win big trophies like the Champions League and the Premier League and the FA Cup, then I think we need to rotate our squad well, because you cannot only rely upon 15 or 16 players. You need to have 20 players who you can rely on, and you can know that these guys would do the job for me. So it's like that only. So I think Solskjaer's management is not bad, but I think he should do better in the rotation squad. I think the signings are fantastic in his era. I think Harry Maguire was a very good signing, but we overpaid definitely. Aaron Wan-Bissaka was a great signing. Bruno Fernandes, superb signing. Dan James has been a miss and hit, but I think considering he was only 15 million, so I think it's okay, fine. Taylor Swift has been a good signing. I mean, good signing not in his performance, but I think he has pushed Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw was a good player, but he has become a monster now. Roberto Carlos. Those memes are trending in Twitter actually. So I think he has a good impact. Cavani is a great signing. Amad Diallo is a promising signing. If he can develop well, I think he can be one of the lethal wingers from the Premier League in 2 or 3 years. Sancho is definitely a great signing. So I think the signings are very good under Solskjaer. So I think it's now time for the management, and he has to prove himself. So the pattern was third, from 6th to 3rd, from 3rd to 2nd. So can we get to that first top spot? That's the question. That's the $1 million question Solskjaer has to answer. And many people would say that there is no trophies and thing. I can understand it. I can understand as a fellow Manchester United fan. I can also understand, because Manchester United philosophy is all about winning trophies, and that's the United DNA. And people talk shit about United DNA. There's nothing called United DNA. It's Fergie DNA. And because Fergie wasn't someone who played for United, or rather was a coach back in the day, he came from Scotland, who had his own philosophy, who had his own principles, and then he dominated, and that actually turned out to be United DNA. Even Matt Busby wasn't a United player, and he wasn't even a someone who had any relation with Manchester United. So all this trash talking about United DNA, I think it's not good enough. I think it's all a smokescreen nowadays. So I think, is he getting rewarded for failure? I don't think so, because see, by the squad we have, I think we should get one trophy, but for the past 2 or 3 seasons we haven't got a good squad. We don't have a spine. If we had a spine, I think we would have won a trophy by now. I think it would have been a Carabao Cup or FA Cup or a Community Shield. Anything would have been won actually. But I think this is the problem. We have to make a squad. I think, and signing Sancho and Varane actually contributes to that to a large extent, but we also need a centre defensive midfield, and that will help us. So that's my view on this whole contract extension. And getting into it, the Jadon Sancho announcement, and I think it's been a long time. I think it's been a long time. I think it feels like bloody ages. It feels like bloody ages, and I think it's a great signing. And I think one fear I have is that United fans are actually overhyping him too much, and this has happened in the past, and players have flopped actually because of this pressure only. Alexis Sanchez was a prime example. Lukaku was a prime example. Di Maria was a prime example. Depay was a prime example. These players flopped massively. Yeah, Lukaku was a miss and hit here and there, but I think he didn't perform well because 42 goals in 96 games, and the stats are not that bad. But when I used to see him play, I had only one wish, that end this pain, man, end this pain. I felt like that, banging my head into the wall. Basically, his first touch was so trash, and he couldn't control the ball properly. He needs to give the ball so many times. I think if we had a competition of the worst first touches by any footballers, I think Lukaku would have won that. But I think he has improved and he has turned out to be a great striker. So I think we should not overhype him. Let him get his time. And we have seen players like Timo Werner, Kai Havertz, who came from Bundesliga, didn't hit the ground running and took some time and then played well. So I think we have to give him some time. So don't throw him under the bus in the first 5 or 7 matches if he doesn't score or gives an assist. Don't do that. He's a young player, and I think he has the potential to become one of the best players for Manchester United. And the price is also good. I think the price is also okay, because 80 million, 80 or 85 million is fine. 120 million was stop it. And not gonna lie, but because I personally like that kind of players, like that category of players who when they get the ball, you know that something's going to happen. Something's going to happen. Those kind of players, like Hazard was one. Now Grealish is one. Foden is one. KDB is one, and now Sancho. I think these are the kind of players who, when they get the ball on their feet, they know, the fans know, the viewers know that there's something's going to happen. So I think that excitement of, like we had when Beckham played at United, when Ronaldo played, and in no means I'm comparing them to Sancho, but I think he's that kind of a player and he needs to prove himself. So I think it's a great deal, and I think we have wasted a lot of time into this. So I think we need to look forward. And one thing I think, and I have to mention this, and there are a lot of deluded fans in our fan base, and I've said it again and again. There are a lot of people who are saying that Glazers in, let's buy all the t-shirts, let's buy all the jerseys and support them. They are making signings. They are officially understood that Manchester United is well-run club now. They are going to give us money. I mean, this deal was supposed to happen ages ago, and now it's happened, and you are Glazer inserting. And a lot of people are calling Murtough Don. I mean, seriously, bro, man, Don Murtough. Seriously, are you kidding me? Don Ed Woodward. I have seen hashtags related to that. I mean, is it sarcasm or not? I can understand, but by the way it was written, I think they are adamantly saying Don Murtough. I mean, how is he a Don? He is not Samir Al Khaldoon or Marina Granovskaya of Chelsea, or he is Michael Edwards of Liverpool. He is not. He hasn't done anything. If he gets Varane, a centre defensive midfield and a backup right back, then I think we can call him Don Murtough or Don Darren Fletcher or anybody, anything. Don Solskjaer, anything like that. But they haven't done anything, so why are we calling him Don? I mean, these are clowns in our fan base. These are the people who accept mediocrity and lower our expectations, I think. You shouldn't call them Don. Why the hell are you calling them Don? They haven't proven themselves worthy of their position and the power that they've got. But as the things go nowadays, social media has varied opinions. I don't want to get into it, but I just wanted to mention it because this is a silly thing which I have almost seen since the transfer window has opened. I have seen this since the transfer window opened, and nothing as significant has happened other than Sancho deal. And why I hadn't posted a video in all these days, I'm going to tell you the reason actually. I actually kind of don't want to milk content. There are a lot, I'm not going to give up names, but I have seen a lot of creators in YouTube, I mean big names, they are milking content with Sancho and Varane. There is no concrete evidence. I mean, he's close to signing to Manchester United. They are finding 3 or 4 new words for close, and they are putting it into the video subtitle. They are clickbaiting people for views. So I don't actually want to milk content. I want to create content. There's a difference between creating content and milking of content. And people like, not going to mention any names, people who are big subscribers, who have a large number of subscribers, who have very good community, they shouldn't do this because you already have a lot of subscribers, man. You should actually respect your work and don't scam viewers with your clickbaiting thumbnails and all like that. And the Sancho deal has been actually milked off. It has been milked off to this extent that there is no excitement around this deal. Actually, the excitement has died. That's why I didn't give any video, because what I actually got from the news outlet, what I got from the Manchester Evening News, is that all they said, and most of the journalists as well, all they said was Sancho is close to signing a deal, Sancho is close to signing a deal, Sancho is close to signing a deal, Sancho has completed his medical. So there was no concrete news. Anyone was giving random guesses, and they were hoping that it gets right. So that's the problem actually. So that's why if I am not confident about any news, why will I upload it? That's my thing. And many people would disagree with me on this, but I think this is the stand this is my stand. This is my personal stand, and you might disagree with me on this, and that's absolutely fine. But this is the reason I didn't upload any video for the past months, because Euros was going on, Copa America was going on, then all those rumors which was surrounding was not good enough to make a video of. So thanks for watching, and if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to smash that like button and please subscribe so you don't miss a single upload. And it's been a long time. Jeez.